You ever have that realization, like way after the fact, that you screwed something up? Yeah, I sat down to play Magic with people on Monday. Hang on, cables are doing that thing again where they get tangled. Um, no, I sat down to play Magic with people on Monday, and I'm sitting there talking to them, and I'm updating the stream information and getting everything in place, and then me, being the mad genius that I am, forgets to click the update information button. And if you're not aware, that's the button that actually makes all the changes you entered go live and work. So I didn't do that, but I did this time. So just as a kind of a refresher, give me a second here. Cool. Game works. We have these guys as Satan's a Gyarados, Lilith is a Crobat, Steve is an Arcanine, Rain is my Suicune, Squizzy's my starter, Meganium, and Crippled here is the Eevee who will eventually become an Umbreon. Eventually. We'll get there. I believe in you, Crip. We'll get there. It's actually, I think it's pretty close. I mean, I don't know for sure, I guess, for being completely honest, but based on the stuff that I had read, the friendship measurement stuff seems to indicate that it's close, so... But yeah, we're gonna continue. Last time, I got the first 3 Kanto gym badges. For my own novelty, I'm doing them more or less in the order they happened in red and blue. Joey, what do you need? Should we start off with a battle? I think we should. We're gonna go find Joey and say hello, and then I'm gonna start making my way towards Erica. We'll do gym number 4, gym number 5, and so on. And eventually, we'll have done all of them. And then I can think of something else to do on Wednesdays, which will be fun. I mean, it's probably not gonna be fun, I've got no ideas. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon games, so I could just keep it easy and pick something else, but like, I don't know. I want it to be more interesting than that. Also, if you weren't here on Monday, but it affects you at all, I was talking with a couple of the guys that I play with, and it sounds like there have been some scheduling changes going on with everyone in their personal life. With that in mind, I believe there is some discussions of either switching the Magic stream to Fridays or doing it both Monday and Friday. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Any opinions, let me know, but I'm thinking we're probably at minimum switching to Fridays soon. That's because one of the guys that we play with, his work schedule changed, so he's like working until 10 or 11 on Mondays now, but on Fridays he's off, I think. So there's a reason Friday worked better. Friday's good for me because I work some regular, I don't know, 9 to 5 type job. So Fridays I don't need to worry about going to sleep in time to get up for work, which is kind of cool. Yeah, let's do the thing. We're gonna give Crip here a haircut, and eventually he'll get his haircut so much that he'll turn into an Umbreon. It's gonna be awesome. Cool, a little bit happier, that's good. And then we owe Joey an ass kicking, so let's head that way. We're still in the building, I probably should not do that. So, I am tinkering with some stuff. I don't know how many streamers actually talk about the computer configuration that they use when they stream, but I'm going to. If you don't like that, let me know. If you do like that, sweet. I'm figuring out as much as anyone else probably would be, so I'm hoping I can be helpful. I'm good with computers, I'm less good with the whole streaming thing. But I think this coming Friday, I'm going to be playing Call of Duty Warzone, or at least I might be. You know, friend people permitting. And the big question that I've needed to answer pretty much that entire time is, first of all, who's in the party? But I think I kind of know who that's going to be, and how good is the quality going to be? And that's really the big X factor, because I don't know, like, the game looks fantastic on my computer, but I don't, like, my streaming setup is not a 2PC setup, so the graphics card that's rendering the game is also the one that's rendering the stream. So depending on how it goes, it ends up getting a little bit fuzzy. I think I've more or less dialed into the best that I can, but until, I don't know, I try it, I'm not going to know, because the big thing is I stream and I record my streams, so it's kind of double duty for the graphics card. So I've been tinkering with having like the NVIDIA card do the stream and then having a different encoder do the recording, and I think that's working, but We'll see. Tonight's actually going to be a beta test for that because the stream here is up with... Hang on, let me grab the stream manager. Game audio is going to stop for a minute, but that's okay. That's fine. Game's back. No, so... Oh, Joey, you've gotten stronger. Cool. Yeah, so I'm using the NVIDIA graphics card for the stream. And then I have an Intel processor in my computer. Love them, hate them, whatever. They're nice in the sense that they are reasonably quick, and they have something called QuickSync built in, which is Intel's little H.264 encoder. The AMD one, it's not that it's bad. It's a little bad at times. Like, it's good, but it needs like really high bit rates or it runs into quality issues. The Intel one, it's not like it's amazing, but at 10 kilobit per second, or 10 megabit per second, I apologize, which is what I am running my recordings at, it looks phenomenal. So I'm trying out tonight the idea of broadcasting in 6 megabit per second over the NVIDIA graphics card, and then recording in 10 megabit using the Intel encoder. I figure this is pretty low demanding game. Like it's a good game. I like it, but it's an emulator and it's me in a video. So I don't think I'm gonna really be stressing the computer at all. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that this will be a good enough beta test for Friday. What I actually may end up doing is like tomorrow, I might just go live for like a round or two of Warzone at some odd hour in the middle of the night or something like that. And just if people are up, neat. If they're not, whatever. But it'll be a chance to kind of test things out without being on my normal schedule. Because that's the big thing. I want to make sure that the computer, like I've been recording it and testing it and watching the recordings back. That's how I know what it looks like. What I don't know is what happens when I record and stream at the same time with a game that's as demanding as Warzone is on my computer. So we shall see eventually. I'm hoping it goes well because it's going to be a bummer if it doesn't. But we got up to, so we took out Brock, we took out Misty, and we took out Lieutenant Surge last time. If you've played any of your Gem 1 games, you know that after that is Erica and the Grass Gym. So that's where we are now. And I'm just going to kind of meander through Kanto, more or less in the right order. I skipped a couple trainers that I need to battle, so I'm going to, after I finish this gym, or maybe before I fight Erica, I'll go grind against them. Because I was kind of going through the Kanto region in the order that Red and Blue would have had you do it. So there's trainers kind of between Lavender Town and Saffron City that I normally would have fought, but because we flew around and did the train thing, I skipped them. Let's see how much damage we can get out of Dragon Rage. I think they're probably well over 100 HP at this point, yeah. That's fine, I didn't want Gyarados to be awake. But when he wakes up, he's going to do some thrashing, so it's fine. But yeah, so it's a lot of stuff. I think most of the streamers that I've seen, they don't really talk about like the tech behind it. They just kind of go live and do it. You know what I mean? There's a couple people that do, but I'm a tech guy. I enjoy talking about it. So if people are interested, I'm kind of happy to play the game, talk about the game, but also chat about the technology that's making it possible. We'll get more into that later, I think. In other news, I played a little more Sword and Shield the other day, hatched probably another 200 eggs, still have not gotten the shiny Q-Fant I'm looking for, so like, that's fun. It looks like that one's probably going to end up taking about as long as the Machop did, really, because it's one of those things where like, I'll play it pretty aggressively for a couple hours right off the bat, and usually I get lucky enough that I get a shiny then, but if I don't get it within the first session or two, it becomes, oh my god, seriously? That was a really good sleep powder. Rude. I saw that. They tried to hit us again. Thrash, please kill? Yeah. No, so if I don't get the shiny within the first session or two, and I'm sure you can appreciate this, it just gets a little challenging to stay super motivated for it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that it's, like, I don't want to just not play, but like, when I know that I've just got this bore of grind in front of me, it kind of... it tampers with your enthusiasm for it, so that's part of the reason that I'm mildly interested. Oh, thank god, we didn't get stunned once. And we got the triple thrash. Cool. But no, so that's part of the reason I'm looking at Warzone this week for Friday instead of Pokemon Sword. It's just a chance to change it up, you know, see what happens with it. Gyarados, what's your level looking like? This is a tough gym for Gyarados, actually. We're going to go ahead and switch. We're just going to see what Squizzy does to it. I think it's just these 3 trainers, the blue hair girl in the back and these 2 green ones, and then we'll be off. Also, thank you to my friend Monty, a guy that I know from work, who I was hanging out with a lot, and then I don't know if you've heard, but there's been this smallish pandemic going on that has kind of put a bit of a wet blanket over all of the hanging out and having fun that we've been doing, but he followed the channel, which means he guessed the name that I use freaking everywhere, because Dude Esquire is funny to me. So thanks for the follow, Monty. I appreciate it. I have, like, this weird loose interest in trying to get myself up to the Twitch affiliate, which I think is 50 followers. I haven't looked at it that closely. I think it's 50. So every follow counts. It's like mildly embarrassing when friends follow, because it's one of those things where, like, you're not here with me, so, like, I'm sitting here just talking to myself, and I don't know. In person, I get stage fright a little bit. Online, it's easy. I can, like, sit here in my chair and put my feet up on my desk and just play games and talk to myself. But, like, you know, it's just a little weird. Sitting here thinking, it says I have 2 people on. I don't know who that is. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's kind of weird to think about Monty chilling at his place just watching me talk to myself in my room playing some old 20-year-old video game, but that's fine. I love you, Monty. Oh my god, it's Goose. What you doing, Goose? Being a ghost? Now she's getting a cup. Bye. You're allowed to be on the thing. Come. Yes. She both actively does not want to be on the stream and is probably going to be on the stream on Friday if I play Warzone. So that's a conundrum she's going to need to sort out for herself. But it'll be fun. Squizzy did fine. I mean, honestly, he's probably the most, I don't want to say underwhelming, I like him, but he's the team member that's going to have the hardest time with a lot of this stuff, so it's fine. So we got this air fryer recently, and don't worry, I'm not one of those like, oh my god, it's amazing, but it's kind of convenient. It's, I don't know, you can just, it's like an oven, but a little more smaller and a little more faster. For the most part, it's got a couple modes. This is one of those, like, really ridiculous ones that is like a pressure cooker slash oven slash air fryer all in one. I don't really know what all it does. I read like a third of the user manual and got bored, but it's kind of neat, and it does a really good job of making the whole house smell like food, because she's out there cooking a buffalo chicken breast, and it is very fragrant when she opened the door there. But it's a convection oven sort of thing, so it's got like the fan and it exhausts out the top and everything, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We are going to change because the goal is just to keep the team relatively even, get everyone up to 44, then I'm going to try and start with Eevee. We have to be close to getting Eevee to 45. Have to be. I've had Eevee since I got the 3rd badge, because we got him as early as we could, and I now have 11 badges. We're on our way to our 12th. And it's still an Eevee. And it's been lame. Jumpluff. We'll just let Gyarados keep punching stuff. So yeah, here's hoping. I've said this every single time I've gone live with Crystal version, but here's hoping today is the day we get the Umbreon. That would be dope. Of course, now that I've said it, that's probably not going to happen, but that's okay. Eevee's still kinda goodish. It's just not the best late game, and we're gonna have to fight Red at some point, and having a dark type on the team is gonna be really helpful against this Espeon. So, like, I hope. Alright, we're gonna do one more. You know what? Let's just let Evsaden take a crack at it. Either it works or it doesn't. I'm not too mad either way, because we're going to grind after this. So, and he's not the one whose friendship is going to freak me out if it drops by a notch or two, so if he gets KO'd, like, it sucks, but it's fine. It'll be okay. Thrash. Kind of like a one move playthrough for this gym. If I'm trying to have Gyarados do it, I'm really just going to be hitting that Thrash button for the next 2 hours. It's okay, because it works. Execute, let's thrash it. Cool. It's probably going to survive there. Oh no, look at that! Good job. Go team. Now, what's going out next? Parasect? We'll be fine. Cool. I don't know how bulky Parasect is. It'll probably take that. Yeah. Stun Spore will be annoying. Confusion, it's a coin flip, and we lost the flip. That's okay. That's okay. Speaking of coin flips, I don't know if you've tuned in for it or if I even streamed it. I don't remember. Hello, Fidelity. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't know when that came in. It says this minute, so it's probably recent. Thank you. Yeah, it's something. I'm like losing my train of thought. No, I was talking about I was talking about a Magic deck that one of my friends made. It's coin flips. I don't know if you play Magic. It's hysterical. I just reminded myself of it. Gyarados is not enjoying this battle, but that's okay, because we can switch to somebody else. Yeah, this is a nothing special regular playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Reasonably new to the whole streaming thing, so I figured why do something like too complicated? I figure I'll have fun, I'll play through an old game that I like, it'll make sure that the streaming stuff works, chat with some people. Yeah. Thanks, man. Let me see. Alright, so I had mentioned it a minute ago. I'm gonna go skedaddle, because I finished the gym trainers, but I sort of skipped a leg of Kanto that I meant to go get some levels at, because and I've said it before, I don't like grinding. I super duper don't. It's extra dry, and I don't think it's that interesting to watch either. So the name of the game is fight all of the Kanto trainers, so it's at least a little varied. That way I'm not just running around in a cave fighting wild Pokemon. But cool. Yeah, because it's this entire route here I inadvertently skipped over, except for maybe one trainer. I think I fought this guy like a while ago. But that's alright. So the play here, and this is kind of the pace I've been holding, I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stream probably another 3 gyms tonight. So we're like in Erica's gym, then we left, so I'm gonna wrap up in there. And then I'm gonna head over to, yeah, we'll just do Erica's gym, we'll do Koga's gym, we'll do Sabrina's gym, and then I'm gonna kind of log off for the night. Next time we'll hit 7 and 8, and we'll climb Mount Silver, and I'll take a single run at Red. And then, if that doesn't work out, I'll make a determination at that time on whether I'm going to stream an entire grinding session, which, you can be honest with me, sounds boring, because I'm just running in circles, running into stuff, so like if people are interested, sure. If not, I'm not going to waste anyone's time to sit there and just watch me run in circles, but I'll kind of resume for another crack at it, or I might just upload that part to YouTube, depending on how it goes, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Yeah, I just want Gyarados to level up so I can stop using him. I like Gyarados, but he's going to be really a lot more useful later. Like, we're going to have to fight Blaine. I'm looking forward to having Surf there. But for now, he's kind of dead weight because we're going up against the Grass Gym. Cool. Nice. Alright, so we got the level up. We're going to go rearrange the team. The really nice thing is the team's actually caught up to Eevee. In a mad dash to try and evolve it that ultimately turned into a giant waste of time, I leveled it up all the way up to like the mid-40s, while the rest of the team was down in the 30s. So we're almost caught up, and then I'll actually be able to just kind of use the team normally. Should be kind of fun, I think. I mean, we'll find out, but... Hey, I forgot we have rain on the team. It's funny, I pay attention, just not all the time. You know, like I knew we had rain, and then I announced it at the beginning when I first went on, and then I completely forgot and was like startled when I sent it out because I pay attention all the time. But Rain is a boss. Downside is he's going to take a lot of experience to level up, so we might be at this part for a little bit before we've hit 44 with him, but that's okay. Baker Zeke. Zeke's a cool name. It's intense. Cool, cool. More training, more levels. We're having fun. Or at least I am. So far, I will promptly stop having fun when the grinding portion of the day happens, but we're gonna kind of hope that we don't need to do any of that. I feel like... So the reason that I'm doing this in the order that I am, where I'm kind of going through Kanto and I'm kind of fighting on certain routes that I'm hitting the gyms, is because it's going to match the pacing of the original Red version, and that'll be fine. And what'll be really nice is it's going to let us get some levels between the gyms as we need to, without feeling like I just have to sit down and fight trainers for like 8 hours. You know what I mean? It's like if I do, 45 minutes of grinding on a route, but it's clearing the trainers instead of just running into wild stuff, and I just maneuver around as needed. It's not as painful. Because grinding is super dry. See, I say grinding is super dry, and I've spent like 550 hours in Sword version hatching eggs to get a shiny Pokemon. I mean, many at this point. I've got a bunch, but I don't know. Battling grinding requires a lot of input. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep paying attention to what's going on. You need to keep making move selections. But hatching eggs, you can literally just like put the thumbstick in a circle until they crack. So it just doesn't feel quite as, I don't know, unpleasant. Maybe that's just my opinion. Coughing. Yeah, Suicune's just gonna clean house here, but that's okay. Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna get to 44 as quick as we're moving that way, so Suicune's putting in good work here. That's always nice. But no, so I mentioned it a little bit ago, and I kind of lost my train of thought for a minute, but my one buddy Marius, the MGM guy, if you want to go check out his channel, he does magic stuff and a couple other games. Undermine, I think, is the name of the game he's been playing lately. But he built the most ridiculous coin flip deck in Magic the Gathering. It is absolutely hysterical. The entire deck is coin flip enablers and cards that just give him major payoffs for winning flips. Like, even his commander gets some sort of, like, it doubles its attack and defense, or sorry, power and toughness for each successful flip. And I've seen him get that thing set, like, I've seen him get it over 10 million power and toughness just off of like the generic flips that you can do. So it is hysterical to watch, because half the time it just loses the flip on the first try and nothing happens. And then it seems like the other half, it seems like it either wins like 15 times in a row, or it just loses outright. Like, it doesn't seem like it ever wins like one. You know what I mean? It's always explosive or it's completely pointless. But I feel like that's kind of his play style. Not that he can't be an absolute badass at the game, but I think he finds a lot more, I don't know, amusement just kind of being like this completely non-threatening player and then just abruptly exploding and killing everyone at the table. Super funny. We just healed. What am I doing? Right, yeah. No. We're just not going to do that. But I did hit all the trainers that we were planning on doing. So I am going to zip over here. We're going to go beat up Erica. Because why not? Look at this way, this way, this way, and here we go. Cool. Okay, so we cleaned out in here just a minute ago. This will be easy. Yeah, I'll just leave the team in whatever order it's in now. It's probably not a smart choice because I think Suicune's up front, but I don't know if you saw it. I was kind of in a tight spot, so my goal is to not have to keep redoing stuff throughout the playthrough, and I thought I was going to get my butt handed to me by Lance. He's pretty good, and our team is a little under-leveled and a little off balance. I wound up sending out Suicune in this move of desperation, and it did successfully knock out one Pokemon, and after that, it learned Aurora Beam and then proceeded to sweep his entire team. It was incredible. It is not very common for me to just have some absolute landslide of a victory like that. So I was just... See, that's disappointing. It was just really... Like, did I clip that? I don't remember if I clipped that. I'll check. But, yeah, it was just completely ridiculous. Ooh. Do we roll the dice on sleep again? I say yes. Probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. Giga Drain's a good move. I forgot it was introduced all the way back in Gen 2. I think it only had like 5 power points, so it was a little rough around the edges. We're gonna do it again. That's fine. We didn't need Suicune anyway. We do have a Crobat. Crobat has Fly and Wing Attack and is redonkulously fast, so I think we're gonna make it. I think. Fainted Starry Rain. Lilith. Kill. These. Nice. Alright, cool. So having Suicune soften it up made sure that we definitely got the KO with Lilith. That's always good. 3 more Pokemon. Victory Bell. Here's the thing. Vileplume is a little intimidating because it's got some extra bulk, but Victory Bell is just a little bit too well-rounded to really be a threat. It doesn't hit overly hard, and its defenses just aren't really enough to make up for that. Sunny Days probably so can start firing off solar beams just back to back, because like they don't have chlorophyll or anything like that. Does she know that Sunny Day makes fire moves stronger too? Like, it's not like that's a smart choice. Alright, so Wing Attack is more than half the power of Fly, so given that that didn't work, we're just going to smack it with 2 Wing Attacks and call it a day. That was not a crit? Why do I even have Fly on this thing other than for mobility? Holy crap. That was incredible. That was a lot of experience. And then, yeah, because Sunny Day's active, we're going to go ahead and send Steve out. Steve is named after the very first person that chatted with me on my channel here. This gentleman, Steve Mario, popped in a couple times to give me a little bit of advice in the early game, because it had been a bit since I played, and he's actually the reason that we were able to get our hands on a Firestone, because he reminded me where they appeared, and as luck would have it, we got a call about it like that same episode, so that was awesome. The good news is the Sunny Day doubles the power of our fire move, so we are already getting double damage because it's super effective on grass, so Steve here is going to just blow this entire team out of the water. Yeah, it makes sense. They had to add in the new Gen 2 evolution, although I do say that Vileplume is the stronger of the Pokemon there. I don't remember Blossom really impressing much anyway. Wow, that is super tanky. I didn't think it was just going to take that well. Oh, did the Sunny Day might have run out. I wasn't paying attention. I think I mentioned that's kind of a thing with me. I will kind of tune in and out as I see fit. Cool. So that's for the 8 Kanto badges. I'm kind of doing a little mental math on this one, trying to figure out exactly how long I think it's going to take. So we've only been up for 30 minutes. And I think we've more or less taken out half or a little over half of Kanto. And since I'm probably not going to hit the water routes until it's time to go towards Gens 7 and 8, I actually might run out of stuff to do here a little earlier than normal. So I'll make a choice on whether I'm just going to wrap it up early and just kind of let myself go chill for a bit, or if I'm going to need to kind of adjust my plans on that. I'm gonna go heal a bit because we need it. Even though the Kanto gym leaders are kind of pushovers, we still need to heal up afterwards. That's all right. Yeah, so, someone that we had to go see a couple days ago, since we saw them, tested positive for COVID, which is not good. This guy give you anything cool? No? Okay. Just not great. We don't think, based on the timing, that we're necessarily at risk, but I gotta leave work early tomorrow so that I can go get a test for it, and that's gonna be a whole process. There's not nearly as many trainers out here either, is there? I kind of had this route crossed in my head with the one from, like, the original Kanto games. Yeah, we're gonna fly through some of this stuff. There are trainers on this route, right? I'm not, like, making that up, at least. There's one. I see his head. Alright, here's the thing. We're gonna hit the spacebar, and I'm just gonna zip up to the top. Oh, a guy. Neat. I'll be honest, I really didn't want to just sit there and take a minute and a half and bike up to the top like that. That's right, Rain was approaching level up, and then some shenanigans happened in the gym, and then Rain wasn't approaching level up no more. Ooh, one more knockout, we're gonna be there. Ooh, are we gonna get at this battle? Shit. Let's go. I really want to get everyone to 44 because I'm trying to keep the team's level kind of in line, you know what I mean? I don't want anyone to be massively over or under leveled. But I think Eevee is very close to evolving, and one more level might actually do it for us. So I want to hurry up and round out the team. Oh, wing attack actually proved to be pretty merciless in the fight against Erica. Let's see how hard it hits here. Jeez. I mean, we had a level advantage there. It's not like it's overpowered, but that hits pretty freaking hard. Alright, so same plan as before. I don't want to wait, so we're going to zip up. Hey, guy. Neat. Yeah, I remember playing emulators like this on, like, laptops that were manufactured like 16, 17 years ago, and the speed up still seemed pretty darn quick. But, like, the big thing was on computers that old, like from that long ago, the individual, like, single core speed just wasn't quick enough to really go nuts. So, like, you could turn on emulator speed up and still understand what was going on, and like you could play the game at that higher speed. That is not the case anymore. The amount, like, the rate at which the game runs is just ridiculous now compared to then. Like, back then, I would get the game to run at like 300%, which, for those of you who are not good at math, is 3 times the speed. That's a lot, but it's not uncontrollable. Just for the sake of argument really quick, I'm going to hit the button again and see what it gets up to. Yeah, we're hitting 1400%. That is 14 times the normal gameplay speed. And this is running off of a mechanical hard drive. The game is, not the computer. So I believe that you can actually get faster performance still if you run the game off of like a solid state drive or something. So that is a bit ridiculous. I'm gonna do some biting. Less impressive than Crobat, but that's okay. Just try not to get too poisoned, please. Good job. That was not what I meant to click. But it's okay. It'll do some damage. We get stab on it, so it'll be more than I thought it was going to be. Smoke screen? No thanks. But we're going to bite it now that its health is that low. And I think what we had learned last time, see, I usually, if I'm going to play Pokemon and play through a game, I usually just play it for like 8 hours a day for like 2 days, and I just blow it up, and then that's the end of it. It's rare for me to just play a couple hours a week here and there. But we learned last time that Takedown is absolutely ridiculous with just the amount of damage that it'll throw. So we'll try and take advantage of that learning. Nice job, Steve. And disappointingly enough, that's more or less everyone on the cycling road. We just got this guy. Yeah, because Kanto had like, what, 9 people up top? And probably close to twice the number of people going down the path. So I kind of had that expectation going in for like how much level up we were going to get. That is not what happened here. I'm like rereading the chat that Fidelity sent a minute ago. It says, get image here. I could take a guess, but I'm not going to. I don't know. It's okay. Autocorrect gets us all, and sometimes I just don't get things that people try to say to me. I'm usually pretty quick on the uptake, but sometimes you just don't get it. But that's alright. I'm still really impressed with how hard wing attack hits, though, for real. Cool, 44, that's what's up. Which means we're going to save it for next fight because I don't want it to be too hard, because if Eevee gets knocked out, we have a problem, and Weezings are known to explode. But we are reasonably close to... Yeah, see, I'm very glad I didn't switch. But we're pretty close to being able to try and evolve Eevee. One more level, again, and we might get it. The friendship has been climbing pretty steadily. We haven't let it knock out in a while. We visited the haircut guy, like... Wow, even going sideways? Seriously? Alright. That's fine. No, I think we actually have a pretty good shot at getting Umbreon today. It's been a long time coming, but I am excited. Also, my lips are dry, so we're gonna get some chapstick. It's minty because mint is the best. Just try not to smack a bunch of shit on my way back over here. There we go. So, I'm a PC gamer, but for emulators, I'm a controller kind of guy. You know what I mean? This was meant to be played on a handheld originally, and using the little handheld controller thing instead of the keyboard and mouse just feels a little more comfortable, especially if you're going to be at it for a while. Kind of expected them to do a little more. Of course, Peck barely did anything, so it doesn't really matter. Nice, nice. Birdkeeper Bob. You know what? Let's see what happens if we go ahead and throw Grip out front. We're going to let him fight this bird dude down here. So we need 5,400 experience to level up. It's really fine. I'm so happy I got these lights in front of my face. The red flashing was just nauseating before. Yeah, look at that. We've got quite the level advantage. Yeah. Oh, let me hit twice. That's nice. I was kind of figuring that was going to be an extra lucky 5-hit. Oh, you know, I just remembered. Do you know what we did last time? Like, pretty close to the end? No, it was probably about halfway through. I used my Master Ball on Snorlax. Go ahead and get mad. That's fine. But I kind of already had the team and didn't really have any intent to go in and toss someone for Snorlax or toss someone for one of the legendaries if I go and throw an Ultra Ball or the Master Ball at that. But what I realized is I'm pretty sure that Snorlax is the only way in Gen 2 to get leftovers. And if we're going to have an Umbreon on the team, leftovers are actually going to get really important for us. Dodrio. Oh, Eevee's been putting in good work here. I'm just going to go ahead and let it roll. Oh, we do have takedown. Let's bite once. Maybe we get a flinch. We don't get a flinch, but that's okay. this one's gonna be more. We've got it coming though, it's fine. Only 3. Let's hit takedown. Not bad. Alright, so Eevee's actually a pretty competent team member, even though he's not evolved yet. I mean, to be clear, we are like a cool 10, 15 levels higher than the things we're fighting against, so it's not like Eevee's like a total, like, boss who's just gonna destroy everything, but at the same time, it's not like a wasted slot on the team right now. So, I'm thinking we just pop into the gym now, do the fighting that we need to, and then once that's finished, I'm just gonna zip out the other side of the town, we'll head up that route there, go to Saffron and fight Sabrina, and then who cares? If we have plenty of time, we'll go find Blaine, and if we don't have plenty of time, then we won't. There is, in Celadon, alright, I'm gonna look that up, not that I doubt you, but I want to see where it is. I did not know. I mean, as I said, it's not a huge deal. It's a wasted, like a wasted Master Ball either way, because either I use it and I catch a legendary that I'm not going to use, or I use it on the Snorlax and get it, but I didn't realize there were 2. That is actually fantastic news. Do you know if you have to trade something to them or fulfill some sort of requirement, or if they just give it to you for talking to them? It's like, I know that there's little side quests like the rail pass to ride the magnet train where you have to go find the Clefairy doll and everything like that, so I wasn't sure if there's like some sort of like you need to have this in your team or you need to have completed this event to get it thing. I will look it up in a little bit because I actually think having a second one, it's kind of a wasted takedown, but that's okay. I think having a second person, like a second leftovers and putting on another bulky member of the team can actually be really helpful. Venusaur? I trust you, Crip. We're gonna do it. And if I see it get dangerous, we're switching out. Seriously, the incidental life gain is really nice, especially in an older game like this, where the status conditions just weren't as aggressively used. And look at that. Eevee's just cleaning house here. And like where there's no special abilities that you need to worry about that are going to do damage or like double up on your chances to get poisoned, it's been really convenient. So that's been nice. I think... Is there... No, there's not. We just got to make our way through. In the garbage can. Okay. You know, that actually makes sense. Like, I think... of all the places that you could put leftovers in a game, in like a garbage can like that is actually a pretty good spot to put it. I know Sword and Shield, the Switch games, they hide in like in trees that you can shake now, which is a little odd. I think it works, it's fine, but putting it in the trash can is actually pretty clever. I know in, what is it, Fire Red and Leaf Green, in the trash cans on the SS Anne, they have berries that you can get, which is kind of cool, and I think in Red and Blue they've got like a Great Ball in there. Oh, that was not great. We're gonna switch. Having Eevee not lose friendship is a little bit more important to me right now. Yo, actually, let's talk about the idea of putting leftovers on Rain here, because Suicune's a pretty bulky species. You know what we're gonna do, actually? Next time I have to go heal, I think I'm gonna zip up to Celadon. I think I know which one the restaurant is. I'll see if I can find that. That'd be awesome. We're gonna get lucky. Is it an evolution? I'm gonna make sure I don't press the B button. Let me set my controller down for a second. Dang. We've been waiting for this forever. I seriously had this Eevee since like the earliest in the game you could possibly get it, and I've been like actively using it, and it took this long for its friendship to peak. That's actually, if I'm being honest, why I don't usually use friendship evolutions. Golbat worked out pretty well. Eevee just took some time, to put it simply. So I just gotta make sure I don't talk to the real Janine, because I don't want to give up on any of the experience. I do intend to beat Red, but we are like a cool 30-40 levels below Red's team. Doesn't feel like there's 30 levels of trainers left in Kanto. So, here's hoping. Poison Sting feels a little underwhelming for a post-game, like, giant monster like Nidoking. Nidoking? Nidoking? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yo, like, I am, like, mind blown about the idea of there being more leftovers in this game right now. That's awesome. Cool, cool. Guessing right so far. I think Janine is the one that's in the lower left of the overworld screen when we go back. I'm pretty sure that she's hidden just before the last one to try and bait people into passing her. Ooh, this is gonna be easy enough. We got our fire moves. Nice. After how well the Blossom that Erica was using took that, I was kind of figuring that was going to be a little bit more of a fight. I love these old games. Like, I whined recently in one or more of my streams about, like, the Sword and Shield and the National Dex and the animation quality, and, like, there was a lot of complaints out there, and I know that that might not... Oh, that's a shame. It's probably not the most interesting thing to listen to, but I really do miss, like, the older 2D games where, like, the animations were just good. Like, there's no... Like, Game Freak didn't advertise them as being, like, the best animations, the best graphics, because they're not. It's a Game Boy game. No one had, like, massively high expectations. The games just were fun, and they looked good, and it worked. You know what I mean? Like, for the hardware this is designed for, this game's great. Now, Sword and Shield are good, though. I've enjoyed them. I don't think they're a good game for like, because there's people out there who really prefer like Gens 1 and 2, or even just Gen 1. They're like, they like the classics, they don't like the new titles. Sword and Shield are not a game that's going to appeal to people who are really set in their ways and really enjoy the older games. So if I remember correctly, that one is... Oh, we already fought this one. Yeah, this one right here is Janine. We did it. I'm feeling risky-ish. Let's go ahead and just move the team around, and we'll have Gyarados take a run at the first person here. Yeah, we are flying through the game. I went live around 9:30-ish. It was actually probably more like 9:40. And this is the second of the 3 gyms that I was planning on hitting today already. So I am probably going to need to adjust my course, or it's just gonna be a super short stream. I really don't know. I don't think that's a good answer. I'm having fun with it. Like, it's not like I'm too tired out or anything. I do still need to eat dinner, but like, I was already probably not gonna do that until 11:30 or 12, so like, it's fine. Golbat's so quick. Let's see how hard that hits from an opposing Golbat. Alright, so that's a crit, but that did do a lot of damage, especially given the level gap. Seriously? I had expected the bite to finish it off. Jeez. Wheezing. Yeah, I'm not really... you know what, we're just going to keep popping Surf. It'll be fine for now. We probably, if I'm being completely honest, should have healed before we sat down for this one, but... it's okay. We'll be fine. Actually, I'm thinking about it, and we have a lot of medicine, including a bunch of revives in our pockets from when we fought the Elite Four. So, like, if it really gets out of hand, we can heal up. I'd like not to if I can avoid it, but that's alright. Yeah, we're just gonna lean into it. And Saden's probably got enough health in him to take down this one. We talk about how thankful I am that, like, where Burn lowers physical attack, I am so glad that Poison doesn't lower special attack. You know what I mean? Because, like, Paralysis lowers speed. It seems like a lot of the status conditions also adversely affect a stat. Poison, having access to bad poison is really good. Like, it would be nice for symmetry's sake for each of them to affect a stat, but I'm glad it doesn't, you know? Poison's already so good. Alright, I think that's probably where we're going to pull Gyarados out. He's doing great, but at the same time, I'm not anticipating that continuing to be a pleasant fight. Steve's paralyzed. It's a bug. We'll have Lilith come out and throw a wing attack at it. It's gonna be good. Dire hit? No thanks. Now, this level gap was a lot less, but we are super effective. Let's see how hard wing attack hits. Alright, well, it was a crit, so it's not a great measure, but it saved us some trouble, which is nice. Ariados. I'm pretty sure that we just swept that pretty easily, didn't we? I don't seem to remember Ariados being a particularly strong Pokemon. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, that's given me a little bit of extra concern for the pacing tonight. I had kind of been hanging on to the idea of, you know, 3 gyms taken somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 hours, but the post game is really moving a lot, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna go see if I can figure out exactly where that leftovers is. That is like brand new information. I mean, it's technically not because the game's been out for 2 decades, but you know what I mean. Celadon, there we go. Yeah, I probably would not have wasted the Master Ball. I mean, as I said, whatever I catch with it, it's going in the PC. Like, it doesn't matter that much, but it's not like it's a Nuzlocke. I'm not going to need to fall back on it later. But I don't know. Not having to go through that and just knocking out Snorlax would have been convenient. The only benefit, as I said, being that I can, like, I think Suicune's going to be a good candidate to pick it up. So is the restaurant's down here. It's one of these buildings. I think it's that one. Let's see. Dude, I'm, like, blown away. Yeah, there's a trash can, all right. I can't hold another item. Well, that doesn't work for me. We're going to hold one. Thank you so much, dude. What? Honestly, goodbye to that. I don't even feel like walking to the store to sell it. Cool. And we're just going to do the give item thing. So who all doesn't have an item? Just Lilith? She's not bulky enough to take advantage of it, though. Yeah, we'll take the Mystic Water. What's Gyarados holding? You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna just check out everyone's thing. Leftovers. Good. No item, but we knew that. Amulet Coin? Golbat can hold the Amulet Coin. Give? Yeah, we can do that. This is great. Team has items now. Let me refresh my memory on what everyone has. So we know that because we just gave him the Mystic Water, which will help for his Surf. Amulet Coin, because I don't know what else to give it. It's already fast, already hits hard. It's fine. Leftovers is good because of the bulk. Charcoal is nice because of the fire moves and the fact that Arcanine is a physical attacker and fire is special this gen. The extra little bump in attack power is just nice to have. Miracle Seed, it's kind of another, I don't use Squizzy that much, but, you know, grass type bump is always a benefit. And leftovers on this one. Dude, I think this team actually might be capable enough to take on Red when the time comes. I mean, level-wise right now, we're definitely not there, but, like, it's not a bad team. So, the original plan... You know, let me make sure there's no one chilling up here really quick. Yeah, see, there's a trainer or two. We'll get these guys. Now, so the plan now is basically to head down the docks and basically go down the entire eastern side of Kanto and fight all of the trainers. And then... who do we got? Sabrina left? If that gets me to maybe like 11:30-ish, which, you know, honestly, it might. I don't remember how many trainers are actually down there at this point, but we will find out. If it gets me to somewhere around 11:30, I'll probably just shut it down, and then we'll start next time with going down, fighting the water route trainers, and taken on Blaine. That was the original plan. I was really hoping to be able to do that. But, you know, it felt like we hit the first 2 gyms so fast, you know? Pokefan Robert. Who was the other one? We have Birdkeeper Bob and now Pokefan Robert. I like it. I like these guys. What you doing, Mom? We should go decorate my room sometime. What do you guys think? I think so. Might save that for the end. We'll beat up Red and then we'll go do a little interior decorating and then shut it down. Save it for like the very end. It'll be the last thing we do for this like entire game playthrough. It'll be fun. Yikes. Like I was ready for it in the Elite Four because I knew we were fighting him, but Mystic Water, let's see how much extra damage we're going to get off that. It's only like 10%, but still. And a crit. Alright, you know what? I'll take it though, because Machamp's going to be a pain. Take your Jim. Got a friend named Jim. I don't know that he's much of a... He might be a hiker. I don't know how outdoorsy he is. I mean, he's got a gaming PC, so if he's anything like me, he's not super outdoorsy, but... like his brother is. I don't know how much they take after each other in that sense. So. It's still very cold. One of those thermal water bottle things, and I filled it 12 hours ago. Do I remember? What do I need to remember? Kyle? So, and you tell me if this is not an issue for you. Do you ever run into one of those things where, like, there's people who you are, like, varying degrees of close to, or that you've known for different amounts of time, and they have the same name, and sometimes you just can't remember the name for one of them? Like, it's the same name, but it just doesn't stick. Kyle is one of those things. I have friends from like all the way back in middle and high school, a couple guys named Kyle that I hung out with. I have a coworker or two named Kyle. What are we making for? Rain? No rain dance. And then just fairly recently, I met this guy named Kyle, and it's kind of hit the point where like I'll call them by their last name or I'll make up a nickname or something, and it's, I don't know. I get yelled at for that. Leanne, my fiance, kind of thinks that sometimes it's like kind of ridiculous because like I'll remember like other people, like there are people who like they've gone through name changes and stuff like that, and that really hasn't been an issue, but for some reason I can't remember Kyle. But I don't know, it doesn't stick. You know what I mean? There's too many Kyles, and you're like, oh, who's that? I'll be like, I don't know. Like it's just. For some reason, like, it's like, I want to say Kyle's it, but I know so many Kyles that I feel like I'm just guessing, and that's probably not it, so I pick a different nickname that's more unique, but then people feel like I don't remember their name, which I promise I do. I promise. Probably. As I said, sometimes I can't remember if it's actually Kyle or if I'm guessing, but, you know, I don't know. I just, nicknames come about organically for me. It's just one of those things where, like, something you said, something you did, a nickname you had somewhere just kind of sticks in my head, and then that comes up more than anything else. But, you know, if people don't like nicknames, then that's fair. What am I supposed to remember, by the way? Is that what I'm supposed to remember? When someone tugs on the rod? That doesn't sound very appropriate for a kid's game. It's fine, we're just not going to address it. Yeah, I can't remember. It's so, as we've seen a little bit in the Kanto region here in the Gen 2 games, they have thinned out the region a lot. So there are areas where there used to be, you know, 7, 8 trainers that now only have like 3 or 4. So I don't remember if this route is one that's dense enough that's probably going to take us another 45 minutes, or if this is one of those ones where it used to have like a total of like 20, 25 trainers that we might need to fight, and now it's only going to have like 9. You know what I mean? If it's only got a couple, we're going to have to go to do something else. Also, I forgot the Scooch Gyarados had a first slot in the team. I like Remoraid. It kind of reminds me of like like a fish gun. It amuses me. Cool, cool, cool. Martin. He gave every person in the American versions of these games just like the most generic white guy names, like Bob, Robert, Martin. There's a couple weird ones, but I don't remember what they are. Let's just put Squizzy out front. What's this guy's name? Is it another just like super average, like regular guy name? Steven? Yeah. Yup. That's okay. Just funny, I don't think they tamper with the names as much in some of the more recent games, because like, and I apologize if you have not played these, but if you've checked out like Sun and Moon version, there's a character named Gladian. I don't... Lucamine, like, kind of like crazy names a little bit. I'm fighting like Bob, Steve, Martin, like... I think Gen 2, they went a little harder with the localization than they did in later games. I think they were afraid that people picking up games like this and seeing like weird, either made up or foreign names were gonna freak people out, and they really wanted the acceptance to take off, so they just kind of like very Americanized everything. It's like, we're kind of getting a little off the beaten path. If you ever watched like the old Pokemon anime, like Season 1, Season 2, like the Indigo League, like the old stuff, Brock was the guy who would do the cooking, and he would very frequently prepare rice balls along with whatever food that he was cooking. And I don't know why, but they felt the need to call them donuts. Basically every time they would show up on screen, and they were visibly not donuts. I mean, I was a kid at the time. I didn't necessarily know what rice balls were, but I guarantee you I knew what donuts were, and those were not donuts. So the localization teams for stuff, especially years ago, always had a hard time, it seems like, making sure that they were, I don't know, keeping people comfortable, but like, I was like 8. I had rice before. If he said it's a rice ball, I go, oh, neat. Not, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you have to localize the shit out of it? Just let it be, it's a Japanese show. Let it have a couple Japanese things in it. It's fine. Razor leaf fish. So I'm kind of remembering that, like, the era that this game came out was kind of in that vein, you know what I mean? Back when, like, Pokemon was pretty new, there wasn't a lot of anime over in the US. Like, there was a lot of anime, just not here. You know what I mean? Like, Dragon Ball Z was pretty big. I don't even remember. I don't think Inuyasha was around yet or anything like that. You know what I mean? It was like, it was a while ago. So, the stuff that did come over here, like... Does this guy give the super rod? Maybe? Yeah, like, I do remember people thinking it was weird watching, like, Dragon Ball, because there were names like Goku and Piccolo, and they were, like, you know, odd names if you're some kid growing up in Pennsylvania, and you're used to, like, just cartoons like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, where all three guys have the same white guy name, but... no, it's kind of fun looking at the game now, because like back when I played, I didn't get it. I was like, oh sure, whatever. And now like I know it's a Japanese game, and I've seen some of the like the more direct translations. I'm like, this guy's Barney. Seriously? I guarantee you that if you play the Japanese version of this game, the guy's name is not Barney. Oh man. It is funny to think about stuff like that, because like when I was a kid, I had no concept of it. I didn't care. Now I'm an adult and I can look at it and chuckle about it a little bit, especially because now different like Japanese product, like anime has come a lot further in that like I have a Hulu subscription and you can watch subbed anime. So it's the original Japanese audio with subtitles, or you can watch dubbed anime, which is where they just overwrite the original audio with American or English voice actors who speak your native language. I'm not going to take sides on which one is better. I do have an opinion on it, but it seems like people always get so heated about it, so I'm just going to let it go. But, you know, like, I feel like the acceptance of just letting the source material speak for itself is a lot higher than it was back in, like, 2001 when this game came out. Which is why we're fighting with Barney, Steve, and Bob instead of... I don't know, take your pick. Naruto and Sasuke. That is actually something that's interesting. There are some names, and once again, don't know if you're an anime guy or whatever, but there are some names that you see that, like, main character names. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a character in an anime named Naruto outside of the Naruto anime. So I feel like that was kind of like a silly made-up name. If I'm not mistaken, it's the name of those little spiral-looking fish cakes that go in ramen. You know what I mean? So, like, there's some, like, liberty taken with some of the main characters, but then sometimes you'll watch a show and, like, it seems like every show will have, like, there's characters that share that name in some of those shows. So it's like, oh, that's just a regular Japanese name they just gave that guy instead of making up words for this one. You know what I mean? Having a hard time thinking of examples because, like, with, like, American animation, a lot of the characters are like Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, and, like, sure, the last names may or may, like, I don't know how common the last name Stark is, but Steve Rogers, I work with isn't quite the right word. He works kind of through a different company, but I literally talk to a guy named Steve Rogers like once a month. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a weird name, but it seems like, I don't know. When you get into, like, anime type stuff, the names will get a little bit more, what's a good word for it? Creative. Creative's good. Alright, so half the team, 2/3 of the team is at 45. That's what's up. Alright, so there are some trainers down here at least, and we still have to get through this bizarre fences everywhere thing. I don't know what the plan was there. Like, it's fine, but, like, if you look at it, like, what do you think? Do they just have areas in Japan where there's just, like, these open fields with just tons of fence turned into, like, kind of a half-assed maze? Like, is that a thing over there? This route always kind of confused me, you know what I mean? Like, who would build a fence like that? Dude, I'm still, like, mind blown about the leftovers thing. Oh my god. You know what, let's send out Rain. Rain's got the leftovers. We've got an Aurora Beam. We'll make the bird cold. And then if we get damaged, we'll heal some of it because of leftovers. It's gonna be awesome. Aurora Beam. Such an exciting noise. Cool. Don't even need those leftovers this time. Nice. You know what I'm gonna do? Bear with me here for like 3 seconds. I had Leanne cook her dinner in that air fryer that I was talking about a minute ago, and she didn't complain about it yet, but how did the chicken come out? I do very much want to know if she likes it. We got an air fryer recently-ish, and it's still kind of like a learning experience. Like, literally everything you're going to cook in it, you have to cook at a different time. I'm still getting used to it. I enjoy it, but I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my god, they're amazing. Like, you know, the people who won't shut up about their air fryer. It's basically just like a tiny, like, semi-portable convection oven. It's fine. I enjoy it, but I need to make sure that she actually cooked her food and that she enjoyed it. Oh, did she answer already? I am going to give that a thumbs up. Yeah. There we go. It is convenient. It's the big thing is, like, it's kind of not substantially different from an oven, except the cook times are a little shorter, but the amount of food you can put in is a little less. So do with that information what you will. This one, it's supposed to be cool. It's a pressure cooker, also convection oven, also air fryer. It's got like 8 different modes. I really don't know what to do with it, but it's cool. It's a ninja foodie if you're at all interested in getting one for yourself. They're cool. I enjoy it. Still figuring out exactly how it works, but that's okay. I know there's an item here. Calcium. Is it going to tell me my bag's full? No, it's not, but it's full now. That's for damn sure, because I know it was full earlier, and apparently we kind of averted that, but that's cool. So what are we doing? Rain, and that sort of balding heavyset fellow there looks like a hiker. I feel like most people who go hiking are not balding heavyset people, but that's okay. In the Pokemon world, they are. Yo, I'm still getting used to this camera that, like, follows your face around. It's cool. It also turns out it uses an enormous amount of CPU usage to do that, which I did not realize. Like, the computer I'm using is quick enough to game with AAA titles and also stream and record them at the same time without really hitting the upper limit of the parts that are in it. Like, it's a good computer. This webcam software sucks back like 10% of the CPU usage just on its own. Like, that is a bunch. Given that OBS, the software that's doing the broadcasting, according to it, is using 3.5 to 3.7%, the webcam eating 10% is a big number. Oh boy. Pikachu, what does this dude have? 6 Pikachus? Come on. Waterfall. Yeah, what? Unless he's gonna end with a Raichu, this dude's literally just packing 6 Pikachus. Honestly, if the first one can't handle it, I don't know that 5 more is really gonna clinch it for you there, bud. Like, please try, have fun with it, but... It's like the kid that... So, alright. Back into the whole personal life story time. I used to swim competitively. I don't anymore, because that was not fun. It was good. It was actually probably really good for me, but like, let me tell you, it is very hard work, and especially now that I'm an adult, like, it's not like I'm part of a school swim team or something like that. Just the motivation to keep up with it is sort of just not there anymore. Like, it's fine, and I'm not knocking it, but it's no longer something that commands my attention. But wow, I lost my train of thought while talking about that. Oh yeah, there was a kid at the summer swim club that I was part of who used a Game Shark, or I guess it was an action replay because it was for the DS, and would like talk shit on every person who played Pokemon at this club. And like, bear in mind, I was like 16 at the time, so like, it's not like I'm like 9 and this is just like, oh, my Pikachu's better than yours. No, I'm like 16 and this 8-year-old comes over and wants shut up about how he's gonna kick my ass in Pokemon as soon as he remembers to bring his DS with him. And like, spoiler alert, no, that's not a particularly likely outcome. I mean, I play a lot of the games. Older generations, I played a lot as a kid, so I played very casually, but more recently, like gens 4 through, what are we on now, 8, I did play with a little bit more of a competitive mindset. I kind of took what he was saying personally, so the dude fights me with 6 hacked in perfect stat Arceus, which is, I still believe, other than the Eternamax form of Eternatus, if you know what that means, I think that's still the strongest Pokemon in the game. And I had just finally finished breeding out and training up my first team, so I was like breeding with IVs, or individual values of mind, and training for EVs, or effort values. So you can kind of use those numbers to skew the stats of your Pokemon favorably for you if you know what you're doing. It's all within the mechanics of the game. It's not cheating, because you actually have to like manually grind out the work for it, but it is something. I'm pretty sure we actually don't have any non-water moves, do we? No, we don't. You know what? We're just going to lean into it. I'm going to rain dance and we're going to keep waterfalling because I don't feel like switching. Yeah, and it was a blowout and he did not win. It was one of those, like, he knocked out 2 of my Pokemon and I swept his team sort of fights. And, like, I don't know. If 6 Arceus can't win it for you, I'm pretty sure 6 Pikachus wasn't going to win it for that Pokemon fan that we won, whose name I already don't remember. It was probably something generic. We'll call him Dan. Pokefan Dan was not going to win it based on that information. Waterfall did a fair bit with Rain Dance active. Although Suicune doesn't have the Mystic Water anymore, so we're kind of a little lacking on the power front there. But we did get to see Gyarados just kind of smack someone right in the face a little bit ago, so, you know, I think moving it was worth it. Oh yes, I mentioned earlier, mint is the best flavor over there. Candy canes. I'm a huge fan of candy canes. Mint flavor, mint candies of any kind are really kind of my favorite thing. It's kind of a problem. I don't let myself get like Mentos and stuff too frequently because I know that I'm going to just not put them down. I actually meant to get some at the store the other night and I sort of a little bit forgot. But that's fine. It means less of me like eating food into the mic, which is probably good for you guys. Or an attack. Seriously, I kind of expected more out of that. It's another berry. Nice. Cool. Alright, so I think that was his last Pokemon. We're making good progress. It's almost 11. I might actually be able to keep my original time frame that I had laid out. Alan, what do you need? Yes, I'm raising them properly. Thanks, Mom. Who escaped yesterday? Computational error. Dude's a robot. Let's see. It's okay. I feel like this route was designed to be gone through the other way, because it's kind of annoying going backwards, because it seems like every time we take a step, one of the trainers blocks our path. But it's okay. Who's in the team? Is there a reason we shouldn't just... Yeah, we'll leave Rain up front. That's fine using Suicune. We haven't really used... Oh no, did this guy just block me in? Oh, we're gonna have to go around him. God, you see what I mean? More annoying to go through this way than it was the other way. Or maybe that's on purpose. I just mentioned, I don't really know why this is laid out the way that it is, but I usually end up going through from Fuchsia City, and it's just kind of like straightforward, faintly annoying, but whatever. It's like a pain in the ass coming from this way. I bet you that's on purpose. It's actually probably meant to be accessed from Lavender Town. And it's meant to just like annoy the shit out of you on your way through it, and I just never actually did it that way. Oh, this guy's got nothing if he's sending out a Graveler against our water type. I gotta say though, that animation, as much as I like the Gen 2 animations, it doesn't really look like a waterfall. Doesn't really sound like a waterfall. Golem? Here, give it a listen. I'll shut up this time. Tell me how this is supposed to be a waterfall. It kind of sounds like a bouncing sound effect over and over again. The shape is some sort of star impact thing, and it goes up instead of down, even though I'm pretty sure waterfalls flow down, not up. So not really getting that one. Like, it's fine. I'm not knocking it. I will proudly knock other animations from later games where that was kind of the selling point, and it was not... We'll just leave it at this. It was not impressive, but... See, that's a whirlpool. It's swirly, does the water thing, like... There you go. It really messed up that rock. Like, that's a whirlpool. A waterfall is a little more than just bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Wrong way. Like, alright, so we gotta go around this guy. Thank you, sir, for that. Getting in the way. We'll zip down here. Alright, I'm gonna pop the bike because I want to be able to move a little more quickly. Nope. So there should be some stuff down here. If I remember correctly, there's actually a trainer that has, like, the Kanto starters as well. You can take another look at the team. Yeah, we'll just leave Rain in front. I'm going to leave Rain in front until he levels up. Or gets knocked out. I'm not super worried about it. What's your prized Pokemon there, bud? Please tell me it's something dumb. Is it a Dunsparce? That'd be funny. Well, oh, he's the Kanto thing. I thought it was someone else. I might be thinking of Fire Red. Aurora Beam's a nice answer to that, though. Actually, that's a good reason to take Suicune out of the front of the team, is we're out of Waterfall, and that's kind of our good attacking water move. Squirtle? Yeah, let's go ahead and switch. Squizzy, get up front. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Razor Leaf might be super effective on this thing. Razor Leaf. Okay, this guy's strategy is be annoying. We'll make it work. Razor Leaf. And he's gonna have a Charmander. We're just gonna leave Squizzy out. We are bordering on not quite double. We're about 50% more levels than they are. Charmander, we're just gonna strength it and call it a day. It's kind of a derpy looking Charmander. Nice. Alright, so I think now I am going to rotate Suicune out of the front of the team. It's a PowerPoint concern. We haven't taken any damage with it, but you know, we're going to use Crypt. Let's do it. We have not used Eevee since it evolved into an Umbreon, and I am so ready for this. I can't wait. I have been working on this. So when did I start playing Pokemon Crystal? Like early December? So it's probably been like... Actually, you know what? I can check. Give me a second here. I've been doing it weekly on Wednesdays, and I have all the videos saved to my computer just in case I need them for some reason. This is the 10th, I don't know, episode, which is by extension the 10th stream that I've done and the 10th week that I've played. So yeah, I started this in November, probably around Thanksgiving, if I had to give it a guess. We only just got it like an hour ago. Holy shit, man. That is such a time-consuming evolution. I probably could have done a little better. Eevee did get knocked out in a couple fights that it really shouldn't have. But, you know. Like, I think that either the friendship growth rate in this game is maybe a little lower than I'd like it to be, or the threshold for when it evolves is a little high, but it feels like it's so inaccessible. So what cool dark-type moves can we give this thing? Spearow? Nah. Yeah, the amount of HP that we have, the passive life gain is really nice. Sure. Share a miss, and then restore some of the damage we've taken. That's not bad. And we're gonna pop another takedown. We have the HP to spare thanks to the leftover, so it's fine. Seriously, Umbreon is bulky as heck. And in earlier generations like this, you really didn't have a whole lot of options when it came to bulk, so it's really nice that they included something so proficient. We have any trainers up here? One. And there's the lady in the grass, I think, who wants to trade a Chansey for an Aerodactyl, but I don't want an Aerodactyl on account of we already have a finished team. So that's fine. Shadow Ball, we haven't used one in a bit. Yeah, this is from that weird era where ghost moves were all physical. So that's kind of nice. Alright, so let me take a quick peek at how the team's doing. Everyone's at 45, that's awesome. We've got 3,000-ish, 7,000-ish, almost 6,000, 5,000-ish, and 6,500. And yeah, so the teams, I mean, they're kind of all over the place, but it'll be okay. Let's go ahead and keep walking. I think there may be a trainer up here. I know there is in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I don't remember right now for the earlier games. We do have a couple trainers that I'm seeing down below, though. That's good. They'll both help us fill a little bit of time. Right, you know what? That's not working for me. Let me take a look. I know this is not the pocket that we need to empty out, but let me look at the TMs and HMs. Ooh, do we give Toxic to Umbreon? Kind of do like a very early iteration of a Toxic stall. Can Umbreon learn Moonlight? Bite is Stab now. You know what? Bear with me. We're gonna do some Googling. I apologize. I'm just gonna click some stuff. We're gonna go to Cerebi.net. Give me a second, I'll share with you guys. You know what? If we're sharing, let's listen to some music. That sounds nice. Cool. So let me look at the Gold and Silver Pokédex. Music, you're too loud. That's a little better. OBS, what did I do with you? There it is. All right. So I want to look at Umbreon's level up move list. The shiny color is very pretty. It's a very rich blue this generation. I think it kind of gets a little washed out once the transition to 3D happens. In fact, let's confirm. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty blue here too, but like, that is so much richer, you know? Anyway. It learns Moonlight at 52, which we will, or at least damn well better hit before we fight Red, which is good, because that's an HP restoring move, so we can continue with the idea of a Toxic Stall strategy. Just kind of taking a skim through. There weren't a lot of dark moves. Bite. Snow Crunch. Pursuit would be nice, but it's not a level 16. It's only 40. How strong is Bite? Bite 60. Alright, so Bite's actually stronger than Pursuit. Yeah, there's not a lot of compelling stab attacks on this one. Alright, well, I mean, I'll take that as good news because that means we have what we need. So let's switch back to the game for a little bit. So there's that. Here's the game. All of its excellent game music. We're gonna get rid of... I'm gonna drop Quick Attack. Like, it's nice, but we don't get stab on normal moves anymore, so keeping it around isn't a huge deal. That's a PP up. Yes, I do want that. You know what? Let's go to the store. Let's sell a couple things. I don't want to just waste the opportunity to get a little money out of it, you know what I mean? Mom's been spending it all on dolls and garbage to put in my computer. And I would like to at least recoup a little bit of the losses on that one. There we go. Never understood why they made this annoying to get to. Yeah, we're gonna sell. I want all the healing items. That's actually very deliberate. Rare candy, I want experience share. I will deposit, but I want it. Yellow coat. Potion, I'm not gonna use it. Get real. Nugget. It's meant for selling. Protein. Max revive. Berry. Like, this stuff's all fine. I'm not gonna use this. Yeah, alright. So we didn't get a huge amount of value out of it, but... Thinking. Let me check the bag here. Who needs to be faster? Probably not Lilith. Lilith is like ridiculously fast, but you know who I would like to see be a little quicker actually? Steve. Calcium is special. Although, that's good because the fire moves are special. Remember when I said I don't pay attention much? Physical attack. Who needs more physical attack? Rip. Because of reasons that we will not get into too hard now, but the very short answer is normal, ghost, and dark are all physical. So, increase in physical attack, probably a good thing. Maybe I should do like a Gen 4 playthrough sometime after this. I just finished building. Oh, I gotta go back around now. That's fine. We got these trainers to fight. What'll actually probably end up happening based on the time right now, we will finish up on this route, get that item, save, and then I will hope that we have a shot at taking out Red next time. That's kind of an like a big question mark right now. I'm concerned at the idea that we're going to need to grind. I keep complaining about it, but I don't want to do it. I want to just fight and win and have fun. So, sometimes grinding's necessary. We'll do it if we need to. The goal is just to not need to. I mean, come on, microphone, stay with me. Good. Yeah, now, Crip here is actually awesome, though. Magnemite, we're gonna switch. Whole team's at level 45, so we can actually just kind of intelligently rotate through right now and just use whoever makes sense for the fight instead of feeling like I just need to, like, strong arm it with whatever Pokemon might be an awful matchup, you know? Alright, so we got our Flame Wheel. Should, I think, be enough. Alright, nicely done. The Charcoal and the increased special, I'm sure, were some degree of help. Steve's really low at level 45, so we'll just go ahead and let him keep hammering this one because there's no reason to... stiff neck. There's no reason to deprive him of the experience. I do want everyone to kind of stay more or less in line now, so... You know, if we've got the muscle, why not do it? Nah, we're just gonna stick with it. I got a cough, give me a second. That's fine. We're good. I survived. And we got our flame wheels. Yeah, I usually start with Typhlosion. It's kind of different. I don't usually use Arcanine, mostly because in Generations 1 and 2, where it makes sense, I tend to start with Charizard and Typhlosion. So, like, the idea of getting an Arcanine just feels like, let's have 2 fire types, because that's not a bad choice. It's fun, being able to spice it up and use somebody different. Let's battle. I won't lose. Yeah, you will. They always lose. Except for those couple gym fights I had where they actually won because I was not prepared for them, but that's fine. Xatu. Oh, that's cute. Just a type advantage right out of the door, and let's just smack it with a Shadow Ball. I'm hoping that we don't need to lean on the Toxic Stall strategy with Umbreon too much, but I'm really thinking that once we get to, like, Red, it's going to kind of turn into a necessity a little bit, because I'm really figuring that we're going to be fairly underleveled. And a way to help mitigate that is to rely on Crip's massive defenses and just poison it and try and wait it out using some healing items, using some Moonlight. As I said, this is a casual playthrough, so items in battle, I'd love not to have to lean on them too hard, but I will use them as needed. So we'll see what ends up happening with it. I was actually very tempted for this playthrough to do Pokemon Crystal Clear instead of just Crystal, because they have a trade back guy. So it's open world, which is inherently interesting to me. It's kind of how Kanto plays out a little bit, where there's like no direct... Yeah, let's get you out of the front of the party now. Good job, Crip. Put Rain back up there. There's no, like, set order you fight the gyms in. All 16 of them are accessible at your discretion. You can just kind of travel from region to region right away. But they added a dude in each of the department stores called Mr. Tradeback, who you will literally talk to him and, like, offer him a Pokemon that is a trade-only evolution, and he'll trade and then trade back immediately. Teacher Hillary. Sure. Back to the white people names, that's okay. But no, the trade back guy would let you trade him like a Haunter or a Kadabra or whatever Pokemon. We didn't heal. I forgot. But Aurora Beam should be good enough. Yay. Sand attack's annoying, but it failed. Go team. Yeah, so I don't know. I did that thing where I started talking about something else and I lost my train of thought again, but oh yeah, Crystal Clear version, trade back guy. It would be nice because, like, whenever you play through on an emulator like this, you kind of lose the opportunity to use any Pokemon with a trade evolution, because, like, Kadabra and Haunter and, like, a lot of those earlier ones, just, they're just not nearly as good. Like, Alakazam is awesome, especially in Gen 1. Gen 2, he's very good, but thanks to the special attack, special defense split, he kind of lost a little bit of his muscle. But, you know, it's fine. Alright, so we sort of goofed up on the PowerPoints thing. I'm going to let Evsaden take the front seat again. We're going to keep moving. I will, at some point, heal, and then Rain will actually be extra valuable in combat again, but that's kind of dependent on me paying attention to what's going on. Paris. Nice. Gotta love it, gotta love it. So, here, you know what? Let's chat for just 2 seconds about something kind of unrelated. Are you allowed to stream non-gaming stuff on Twitch? I don't know. I'll look into the terms on it and everything. I am getting married in a couple months. Yay me. I'm supposed to get married about 9 months ago, but due to a certain pandemic who shall not be named, I had to reschedule everything. So we pushed it because the date was very important to us and it was a bummer. But the really important thing is that now, because the whole thing is still in place, like travel restrictions are still a thing. It's still in Pennsylvania, which is where I live. There's limits on like the number of people you can have gathered in one place. We're basically redoing the guest list and cutting it down to like the wedding party and the immediate family, or at least that's what it's looking like we might have to do. We'll send confirmation out to people once it's decided. Now we're gonna keep the same Pokemon, I think. Yeah, Gyarados has this. But yeah, so it's been kind of rough, but what I think I'm gonna do is live stream the wedding, because I would seem to have the infrastructure to do it. I mean, you guys are here with me right now, so it's at least kind of working, right? So I don't know if it would be better for me to stream that through like a dedicated site for streaming weddings, if that's a thing, if I can do it through Twitch. If I can't imagine YouTube would say no. YouTube literally lets you put whatever content you want up as long as it's not like damaging, you know what I mean? Like, don't spread misinformation and keep it PG-13 and you're usually fine. Dang. And now we're asleep. All right, now we are definitely switching out. But yeah, I really am interested in doing that. You know what, screw it. We're just gonna power our way through it. Watch this. Cool. Didn't feel like waiting for that one. But yes, streaming the wedding. Whatever I do, I wouldn't do it on this channel. You know what I mean? I'd want to keep it kind of restricted to family, so it'll need to be like a private stream somewhere. But it would be a lot of fun. I just don't know if Twitch will let you do that. I know it's like Twitch gaming and everything, so technically getting married is not a game. If you want to be specific about it and shit, you know, suck the fun out of everything. But the really cool thing is that it will work out either way. And I'm thinking about trying to see if we can just schedule the wedding to be here at our apartment so I can use my big desktop computer instead of having to hope my laptop's got the muscle to do it. I don't know. All of those details are still a little bit up in the air. We've got a little bit to figure it out, but it's been a process. So. Right, so I'm gonna hit it with... That's right, we have Mystic Water on Gyarados now, so Surf actually makes a little bit of sense. Well, the good news is, I said we were shooting for, like, if things wrap up comfortably sometime around 11:30, and I don't know if you have a clock in front of you, but I do, and mine says 11:19, which means we're actually reasonably close to that target, and there's still a little bit that we have left to do here, so I'm really liking the way the timing's falling together on this one. You know, early in the game, you can just kind of play until you get bored. Late in the game, you want to make sure that you're not, like, leaving yourself with nothing to do next time, so ending it where we still have 2 badges and red to fight, it's a pretty okay place to be. Although, I gotta be honest, I would really prefer to be in the high 50s at least before we take our first run at red. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that one. Victory Bell. You know what? Yeah, we'll let Lilith take a run at it now. That's her whole shtick, is her wing attacks are ridiculous powerful. Also, she has the amulet coin, so it's extra money for us, which is nice. Let's go ahead and hit that wing attack. Let's talk about this for a second, though. The ability to rebattle trainers. Giant benefit to later games. I am so excited by that feature. Like, I'm looking at this game now and like, what if I wanted to keep going, or what if I ran out of levels? My only choice is to fight wild Pokemon or the Pokemon League. Like, the ability to continue to fight trainers, like with things like the Versus Seeker or the Dex Nav or whatever generation you want to bring it up in, is enormously helpful. Sword and Shield, surprise, surprise, remove that feature as well, but there are select trainers, and they are quite high level, that you can go fight again. So, like, it kind of works out well enough. I would like it to be just a little bit more broad sweeping available, but it's okay. So, the last place that we need to go, trying to tally it up in my head here. We've already kind of fought our way all the way over past, like, Pallet Town, all the way up. I'm going to cut through Fuchsia City. I'm going to dip down to the beach. If you're not familiar with it, Generation 2, which is what these games are here, they take place 3 years, like real world time, 3 years after the Generation 1 games did. So there are some events that have happened here, like Janine being the gym leader in this town here. She inherited it from her father, Koga, who is now in the Elite Four, so that's kind of meant to represent the passage of time. But one of the things that happened here is the volcano at Cinnabar Island erupted, and rock landed here and blocked the whole path. So these two kind fellows are here. Yeah, they're moving the rock. We don't really have a way to get down there, which sucks, but also it's fine. Let me go ahead. I'm going to zip up here. And we're just going to go to Pallet Town really quick. I want to pop into Oak's lab really quick here just to make sure that there's nothing else we need to do. I think he's just going to raid our Pokédex and call us trash for having so few things caught. Yeah, boom, roasted. That's on me though. I've really kind of elected not to catch a bunch of stuff. Now, I don't want to sink a huge amount of time into like filling out the Pokédex in an emulated game. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. So here's the plan. I am going to go ahead and save now. File button, save game, slot 1. We do be saved now. And I'm going to click this button. Now it's me. We did it. All right, so that is more or less the end of what we're doing here today. I have 6 of the 8 Kanto badges saved in Pallet Town, where I'm going to be able to go ahead and zip south. We'll hit Cinnabar Island. We'll work our way out to Seafoam Islands, and basically I'm going to fight all of the water route trainers after this. Once that's finished, once I've kind of got everything that I'm looking for and we've rounded out those badges, I'm just going to go straight to Mount Silver. And we're going to climb the tower, mountain, whatever it is. We're going to fight Red and see if we can take him out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm going to need to do some grinding. Depending on how much time we have left that session, I may just start fighting Pokemon on Mount Silver to level up. If not, I will make a determination. If anyone's in chat at the time or now and has any opinion on it, is streaming a grind fun? Or is it dry and kind of uninteresting? It's uninteresting to play, but if it's something where people want to be in the chat and hanging out, then that'd be kind of fun and I would enjoy that. If it's going to just be a couple hours of doing stuff, I might just like go ahead and use emulator speed up and do it off camera. It's not a huge deal either way, but you know, any input anyone has will be much appreciated. On that note, I'm going to shut it down. I'll be back on Friday. Tentative plan right now is to play Call of Duty Warzone with some friends on Friday. Kind of jury's still out on whether or not we're actually going to do that, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. Obviously, if I remember to update any notification text and stuff, then you'll be aware of it from the get-go. So here's hoping. But on that note, I'm going to shut it down. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.